What unspoken rule of girl code do most women understand? Never date your best friend's ex. My best friend Olivia and I had been inseparable since we were 13. We never made a promise. We never wrote down any rules. But there was one thing we both understood without saying a word. Your best friend's ex was completely off limits. Then I met Mason. We started dating in high school and stayed together for 3 years. Everyone knew us as the couple who would probably last forever. At least, that's what I believed. But during our senior year, everything changed. We argued more than we laughed. Our plans for the future didn't match anymore. Eventually, we decided to end things. The breakup broke me. I cried almost every night. I couldn't listen to our favorite songs without falling apart. And through it all, Olivia was right there beside me. She stayed up with me during late-night phone calls. She reminded me that I'd eventually heal. She promised I'd find someone who loved me the way I deserved. Slowly, I started moving on and I left for college in another city. Life got busy. And Olivia and I talked less often, and I thought that was just part of growing up until I came home for Thanksgiving. I decided to surprise her by stopping at our favorite coffee shop. The moment I walked in, I froze. Olivia was sitting across from Mason. They were laughing. Then he reached across the table, held her hand, and kissed her. I turned around and walked out before they noticed me. That night, my phone wouldn't stop ringing. Olivia called over and over again, and I didn't answer. The next morning, she showed up at my house with tears in her eyes. "I was going to tell you," she whispered. I looked at her and asked one question. When? Before or after everyone else found out? She couldn't answer. A week later, I learned the truth. They hadn't just started dating, they'd been together for 7 months, 7 months, which meant every time she comforted me, every time she told me I deserved better, every time she hugged me while I cried over Mason, she was already falling in love with him. That's when I realized something. The worst heartbreak doesn't always come from an ex. Sometimes it comes from the friend you trusted the most. Because some people don't just break your heart, they break your trust. And trust is much harder to rebuild.